Hi everyone, I hope you're well. It's blog time. Monday, the 24th of January 2011. Hi, I would like to say that last week had been a good week, but to be honest, it wasn't. It has been good in one way, but I can honestly say that this has been one of the most stressful, worrying, hard, emotional and tiring weeks so far I have been here. For the last month, I have been trying to get Tiet's brother and sisters away from the large orphanage they were in, as the conditions had gone downhill rapidly over the past 3 years, and the children were not being looked after properly. Their mother is too poor to look after them and lives in the countryside. So I managed to track the mother down, and over the last month I have been trying to work with a lawyer to get the children out of the bad orphanage. I spent the week before going back and forth to the lawyer and getting all the papers. On Monday last week I got the call I had been waiting for. The children had been removed from the orphanage and were on their way to me. They arrived at 6:30 p.m, hungry, tired and confused. I then spent the evening trying to get them settled. They would not eat. I put them to bed but got no sleep, as I kept checking on them. I was also told by the police and social welfare to be on my guard, as the old orphanage may try and snatch the children back. The next day was spent working out how to get the children to school and back safely, and more trips to the lawyer to sort out the papers for the children to live with me. The children eventually started eating, and over the last 3 days I have been getting to know the 3 new children better. Chuan, who is aged 8 but only looks 6, he is so small for his age and is scared of the dark, doesn't like tomatoes, but likes robots, football and cucumber. His schooling has been so poor that he's only just learning to read and can only count to 10 in Vietnamese. Mung is 10. Her favourite colour is yellow. She loves eating cucumber, likes dolls, comics and colouring. Her schooling again has been very poor and her level is very low. Truk is 15 and her favourite colour is pink, black and white. Truk doesn't say much at the moment and her spoken English is very poor. I am pleased to say that the children are now eating much better, and I've never seen 2 young children eat so much cucumber. On Friday, I went out on my bike to pick up the 2 young children from school, only to see the owner of the old orphanage trying to snatch Chuan and Mung from the school. I shouted at her and she shouted back at me, and they were talking and screaming at me in Vietnamese. I tried to grab the children and she tried to grab them as well. As I looked behind me, I saw a motorbike coming towards me with men carrying big large batons. I grabbed the children and pulled them on the back of my bike and drove off as fast as I could. The motorbike men chased me. My heart was pounding, and I knew that if I didn't get away from these men, that I could actually be physically hurt. As I drove off, my heart was racing, and I just drove up and down alleys and different roads that I didn't know, hoping that somehow I would find my way back onto the road that I knew. As I weaved in and out of the traffic, the 2 kids on the back were crying. Eventually, Chuan fell asleep, and he kept sliding off the seat, and so Mung kept grabbing him and hitting him over the head to wake him up, to make him sit up straight. But every time she hit him on the head, his helmet would hit me on the back with a thud. And so not only was I trying to get these children back to the orphanage safely, I was being thumped by a helmet. Mung hitting Chuan on the head quite a lot as I struggled to find my way home. I felt like it was a scene from the film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, with a child catcher chasing me. To say I feared for my life was an understatement. Thankfully, all the 3 children have now finished school because of tax holiday, and I've decided that I will be finding a new school for them when they return. I also picked up the legal papers today from the lawyer that states I am now the children's legal guardian and that they are officially in my care. Hooray! I also have the papers from the police, so if I run into trouble from the old orphanage again, I have proof that they now belong to me. I have altogether had 7 hours sleep this week. My eyes feel so puffed up that I feel like a cartoon character. My bags under my eyes are so big I would be charged excess baggage. But it has been so worth it to have Tiet's siblings, his sisters and brothers, safe and sound, tucked up in bed in the Allambie orphanage. I also attempted to use our washing machine. Now, my track record with washing machines is not good. I either shrink stuff or mix the colours. But to be honest, the clothes that the children had with them were so dirty and covered in insects that I threw all of them out. So far, the washing has been okay, but I still have more to do today, so we'll see how it goes. I'm also counting the days until one of my friends fly out to see me on Thursday next week, and I really can't wait, because after this emotional week that I've had with the children and the old orphanage chasing me, I really need a hug.